Hello and welcome to the Win Nguyen Law Podcast. This is our very first episode with our first guest being none other than our principal attorney of Win Nguyen Law, Jim Nguyen. Can you please begin by introducing yourself and telling us a little bit about who you are?
Sure. Yeah, my name is Jim Nguyen. I am the principal attorney at Win Nguyen Law, as she mentioned. A little bit about myself. I am married with one son. His name is Jebby. He's our world right now. Like everything revolves around him. You know, feel like the business was my first child. Now we got an extra child. That's kind of cool. A little bit of background. I was born and raised in Orange County. Been here all my life. Very passionate about the Vietnamese community and helping out our own community. Went to UCI for undergrad,
Za.
and PAD was a fraternity that we're part of.
Yeah,
Went to Chapman Law School, stayed local. Worked for a firm and eventually opened my own firm in 2019.
that's awesome. I was also just about to ask, other than maybe a little bit of your upbringing or growing up in Orange County, was there anything specific that sparked your interest in wanting to pursue law?
Yes, I think so, and I think it was very gradual. I think kind of was started off growing up in a very traditional, not super traditional, but I think traditional Vietnamese family household, which I think, uh, growing up primarily with my mom, she kind of adapted into more of the American culture, still staying traditional, of course, but instilled a lot of values, more of like uh, being frugal, get your education,
Yeah,
stay in school, get a good job, but just hardworking, right? And whatever you want to do, like just do it well.
okay.
So, and I think just being understanding of where we come from, the sacrifices that they made, and just being around the communities, the sacrifices that the community has made as a whole. And I think that has taken an effect on me of wanting to give back and help the community. And I think one of the biggest things was law, right? Not our parents not speaking the language when they first came here, giving up everything. So I think having an understanding of the legal system,
Absolutely.
speaking English, understanding the court system, I think that was very empowering, to help my family and me wanting to put our family in a position that would help.
Absolutely. And I think that was also another, like, traditional, in a sense, pathway of pursuing a career that is focused around helping others, helping our community. And I think that's also why you wanted to start a podcast like this, to provide kind of that access that a lot of young Vietnamese Americans didn't have, like, growing up, essentially, that was easily as accessible as this. So I think that's a good way to start. But can you tell us a little bit about your experience in your undergraduate years
All right.
and how that shaped you and your decision in going to law school ultimately?
UCI started in 2009. I graduated high school a little while ago. Graduated 2013. I majored in criminology, as most people that may
It's either
moving
Trim or Poli Sci or
I
yeah.
or I heard a lot of engineering, maybe
Oh, interesting.
possible. They're very
Cool.
logical stuff
Oh,
because they're very logic based. Yeah, but yeah, so that's where I started. I think I wanted to. I like law enforcement. I like the fun of it, and that's why I did. I think I kind of did criminology, like looking on like the crime shows. Those are very fun, watching like the investigative work. So I think criminology was kind of like direction why I chose criminology. But then eventually that developed into hey, I got to do something law related. That's not too violent. So I think I remember kind of going the direction. All right, I think law, prosecutorial route. Okay, I can get some action, but not too much action.
just enough.
Right. So then joined Phi Alpha Delta. I can't remember if it was the end of the first year or the beginning of the second year.
Okay.
That kind of developed that route until, all right, pre-law, let's go meet some judges, meet some attorneys, see what develops.
You were the president of your
Yes.
time, weren't you?
Yes. And it was a lot of fun. Yeah, we learned a lot. We had a lot of fun. And I think it was the relationships that were the best for me.
Oh,
Yeah,
cool.
a lot of my best friends now were from PAD. Uh, I think half of our office is from PAD at this point. Just a need gag.
Yep, that's me myself too. Okay, so it looks like your undergraduate major really pushed you forward, and also your participation in PAD kind of shaped your ultimate decision. Okay, okay. And then could you also walk us through now your law school journey at Chapman? And what were some of the biggest challenges or lessons that you would say you learned from being in law school?
Chapman. So one of the reasons why I chose Chapman in the
Yeah.
first place was because I wanted to become an Orange County prosecutor. So the best step and best way to go that route is Chapman Law School. So that's where I started. We had a lot of prosecutors speak at our meetings in a PAD. A lot of judges, public defenders, and all sorts of business attorneys, immigration attorneys, personal injury attorneys,
Mm.
and a lot of LSAT sales. So it's necessary, and it's a necessary step to get to law school, the LSAT. Uh, so then, yeah, fast forward, got into Chapman. So I had we had fun there, and more of. Let's go back. What was your question? Challenges of law school.
Yes, either challenges, lessons, anything that really like, yeah, I want to do law. This is what I want to do.
Yeah, so yeah, going to law school. I mean, you're committed. You know, you gotta make sure you want to go to law school, and I was sure I wanted to go to law school, and I wanted to become a prosecutor to help victims, because that ends my mind. Like, I wanted to help the people, the community, and that was the best way for me to go about doing it. Yeah, going to law school, join mock trial, join alternative ADRs, alternative dispute resolution, uh, included client counseling, negotiations, arbitrations. Uh, so those were kind of the extracurriculars
Okay.
in addition to the coursework.
Okay.
And I've always believed that doing the extracurriculars prepare you more for life, gets you the social skills,
Yeah.
the practical skills than just the coursework. I even did a PALSA, which is a Asian Pacific American Law Student Association.
Wow.
Yeah, that was the president. I never told you that, but that's the president of that. Vietnamese American Bar Association, Law Student. Yeah, BALSA, Vietnamese American Law Students.
You're involved in a lot.
That's president of that as well. She's got like good speakers come up
Okay.
on board and try to expose, the I guess the Asian community to law, right?
Okay.
And kind of the path way there. So a lot of extracurriculars, I feel like, helps me a lot with socialization skills. Just again, more practical skills compared to just the coursework.
Yeah.
I wasn't the best academics.
Yeah.
In academics, I wasn't the best in my class. I think I was below average, but I think I got a lot of the practical skills.
Okay.
And yeah, academics was challenging, but at the same time, I think
The interpersonal side and the interpersonal skills that you built through your extracurriculars are more practical now in your actual
100%.
job, for sure. But of course, your education too. That would come first, of course. Okay. Um, can you tell us if you knew that personal injury was something that you wanted to do, or employment, because I know you also have a background in employment law. How did you go about choosing these kind of areas to practice in now?
money. I think money, runs the world, but then we have to keep it in perspective, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we all have to make a living. We all have to, get our financial freedom.
Hmm.
We- if we don't have money, it's a problem. But at the same time, like, I think servicing people and somehow that helping give us a fair living
Hmm.
is good.
It puts you in a position to also help others at that point.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I think kind of how I got to personal injury was after law school. Oh, it's hard. During law school, I clerked at 3 different courthouses
Okay.
at the DA's office.
Great.
Yeah. Then I was like, this is for me. But then my friend said, hey, let's just try try something different, right?
Oh my gosh, you're one of those friends. Like,
Yeah.
if you do it, I'll do it.
Yeah. So try something different.
Okay.
Yeah. So this friend helped me get into this law firm, this defense firm.
Okay.
The defense firm I was like, no, my grades weren't high enough for that firm, right? So the difference here. So like, there's no way I'm going to get accepted to this law firm. I'm like average or low average in academics. Like there's no way they're gonna like take me.
Okay.
And these are kind of reserved for like the people that are like top 5% of our class. There's no way. So just interview anyway. Got the interview. I think it came down to two. I remember the interview. And then it came down to me versus someone else. And she had all the experience. I didn't know her, but like I learned after I got hired that she had a lot of civil defense experience. That's her background. Mine was just prosecutorial experience, no real office experience, no civil side experience, no defense experience. But then, I don't know, I guess the interview went well. They hired me somehow.
Hey, here you are now.
Yeah, so they hired me. I started doing defense work, clerk for them for a year and a half.
Okay.
They hired me on after I passed the bar. So then I joined the firm, just doing defense work for about probably a total of 3 years, 3 to 4 years.
Okay.
Okay. Including clerk experience, law clerk experience, and as an attorney.
Do you like it there?
Yes, I liked it. I like
Okay.
people, and I enjoyed the work. I think it was valuable work. But eventually, I thought, hey, this is not who I am. Defending cases. I was like, I need to go back to the reason I went to law school in the first place, which was helping the community, helping people, not the big corporations.
Yeah.
So, all right, I think I had to start my own firm. And then I get to do what I want to do. And I started doing a lot of personal injuries. Like, why don't I just do plaintiff side instead of defense side?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, so I started my firm in 2019. And I think the rest was history.
Was that intimidating for you?
Yes. And I'll tell you a quick story on that. So,
Okay.
the story, I remember, okay, so this 2019 is when I started my firm, February 15th, 2019. It was about October 15th, 2018, I went up to my boss, who was the managing partner of this 40-person, 50-person attorney office. And I told him, Bob, I think I want to start my own firm. And then just for like 20, 30 minutes straight, he just started grilling me like, that's a bad business plan. Like, what are you doing with your life? Are you sure you want to do this? I don't think it's a good idea. Think about it. And I tell him, I'll think about it. Fast forward to January 5th, around January 15th, 2019, he comes into my office with HR. And I'm like, oh shit, I'm getting fired.
Oh no.
Yeah. And of course, it's like, all right, well, you have 2 weeks left here.
No way.
2 weeks left. I heard, Big Tim, like, hey, I heard you want to start your own business. Like, of course, like, I don't know if that was a good idea to tell him.
Yeah.
That was all my stability. With liquor, good salary job, good bonuses, good line of work. And said, well, I'll let you have 2 weeks. But if you need more time, just let me know. On the flip side, since you wanted to start your business, I had extra office space here. So feel free to use it for free.
No way.
So
What?
so we had a good relationship.
Okay.
Yeah, so he's letting me go. I don't know if it was like, you're no longer used to us. Oh, we don't have a future here. But like,
Yeah.
I think we had such good relationship. I mean, he mentored me for a lot, right? He mentored me after I started my own business.
Okay.
So he let me have my own office space in like this nice high rise in
Sweet.
Irvine. Just nice drive-in, nice parking structure, just nice building.
Yeah.
And then just the conference room overlooked the city.
Wow.
So I get to like meet clients in there. So it's like great opportunity. But Bob, can I have like a month and a half for end of February? And he's like, no, but I'll let you have a month. So I actually got a month
Okay.
instead of 2 weeks. And the HR just like looking at him, looking at me like,
The switch up is like crazy.
Bob, are you like screwing him over? Like, what happened? Like, you love Jimmy. And why? Not that this is planned. But then, yeah, but it worked out. So
Okay.
he helped push me. So my nice job. But it was a scary moment. I was like, dude, this is real now.
Yep.
This is real.
Yep.
But so yeah, so fast forward February 15th, 2019, started my own firm. Still got to go to the office, pick another part of the office.
Oh my gosh. Wait, that's a very inspiring story. First of all, believe in yourself. Go to that interview anyway.
Yeah.
Second of all, just follow what you feel like is right to you.
Right.
Right? Wow. And I fully believe that your boss wouldn't have done that if he didn't think you would be capable of like opening your own firm, maybe.
Maybe. Yeah, I needed the push, right?
Yeah.
I always thought like, and we're always thinking, and I think so many attorneys are like, hey, I want to start my own firm, but I don't know when the right time is. So it's like I'll
Maybe that's not the right time.
next year, or I said I just need to save this much up, and then I can go out. The person but then they make more money, and they're like, hey, I enjoy this, or their expenses increase, their lifestyle costs increases, and then they realize, hey, I'm kind of stuck, and that's something called the golden handcuffs, right? So I think someone needs to push, right? Either you push yourself, or hopefully you have someone like Bob pushing you out. Support. So
Thanks,
that's
Bob.
nice.
That's a nice story. Thank you for sharing that story about the birth of Win Win Law. But now, maybe more on the business side of starting Win Win Law, what was the process of kind of going about starting your own firm, less than the legal?
Yeah. So I think it's a lot of mental.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm on my own. Like, what do I do with my time?
Mm-hmm.
There's like, all right, when you go to a job, like, okay, it's either 8 a.m., 9 a.m., like, I'm in,
Yeah.
clocked in, take my break, I'm out.
You know exactly what you're doing. Yep.
But then when you start your own business, like, we're not starting like 100-person business, right? And we're
Yeah.
not starting like 1,000-person business. Like, it's not just a huge company, a bunch of money invested. Everybody knows what they're doing. Like, we don't know. Nobody knows what they were doing. No, I never went to business school and didn't get an MBA. Didn't know anything but a business. I just knew I wanted to open a business. So I had a lot of mentors, which helped, right?
Okay.
Talking to people. Uh, and then eventually, kind of here's the steps to opening a business, right? All you need is your damn laptop. You have files you can save, create an organization system, and you got your phone number. That's it. That's all you really need to start your own business. Then eventually open a bank account. But that's the basics of opening a business. What's your question?
What was your personal process behind
Okay.
starting Win Win Law,
Uh,
or any early challenges you remember, something significant?
Yeah. I mean, that was like I was doing all the work myself, the
Yeah.
legal work.
Yeah.
There's a lot of legal work that I was doing, and another thing I was appreciative of is I had like about 20 to 30 active cases
Okay.
with this firm that I reported.
Mm-hmm.
He was nice enough to just let me keep about 20 of the cases.
Dang.
So I had a running start,
Okay.
which I think really great for most people don't get that
Mhm.
initial start. They're worried about their clients, how am I getting
Yeah.
clients? But I don't know. I think I was marketing a lot while working for them, so I was able to bring in a lot of cases. And then at the same time, when I left, he let me have those cases.
That's really
I
nice.
got a really good running start, so I didn't starve.
Yeah.
But at the same time, since they were personal injury cases, it took a lot of time before they settled, right? But at least I had something in the pipeline. So I wasn't too nervous. Was nervous like,
Who was the first person that you hired outside of yourself? Like, who was your team?
kind of funny. It was my ex.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
My ex was on there. I mean, she's very supportive at the time.
Okay.
Start my business, and that's how we hired Jesper. Just kind of the second person hire, and then I think it started growing. Once we hired Jessica, I think it was about 2020,
Okay.
and Audi started transitioning until, hey, we got to really formalize this business. It's just not us working on legal work.
Yeah.
Like, how do we create and scale a business where we can have more than just 5 people? We we revisited organization systems, case management systems, just really being intentional with making it a paperless, efficient process for our firm. And how to do that while servicing our clients with the best quality, as far as communications, because I think a lot of firms lack that communications with our clients. And then after that, just making sure we get quality results, right?
Yeah.
Make sure we have both. And at the time, we needed office space. I think that was 20 minutes, kind of like we opened our first office space, which is my sister, yeah.
Okay.
And then Jessica was actually the one that helped build it out.
Okay.
Yeah, so we have 2 offices now, one Gardner Grove here, and then one in Westminster. And Jessica designed both of them.
Wow.
Everything got torn out. The flooring is all her design. I mean, Westminster was literally like blood, sweat, and tears, like cutting up all the.
You guys built it by hand, like yourselves?
Well, yeah, she did the whole thing out.
Dang, Jessica.
She's can do everything, so it's pretty crazy. That she designed her first website, did our emails, was an IT person, and then just like our general contractor.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and then I think that's the point. I had to start thinking as a business person, right?
Yeah.
Not just an attorney. I never learned how to run a business. So, and then we figured it out. It's just a lot of mentors, right? Just keep talking to people and find a mentor that works.
Dang.
And that will keep helping you.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was nice. Okay. So that was kind of the background between like going from strictly all your legal experience to now you're all of a sudden a business owner.
Right.
And now you're doing both at the same time.
Yeah.
Today.
So many hats on.
Yeah. Yeah. Um Now moving forward, is there any piece of advice that you would want to share with the next generation, like me myself, that is kind of in that middle ground area of wanting to pursue law, maybe not quite sure about going to law school? Anything that you want to like give them that push towards?
Yeah. So if you're considering law school, you got to make sure that it's the right choice. It has consequences, and consequences in the term of like good and bad, right? It's a big financial commitment that you are going to be paying back for a long time, right? And you got to make sure it's right. So I say people take your time, right? And I think you did the right first step is joining that pre-law fraternity. So with that pre-law fraternity, I know like some of my best friends from that fraternity aren't even lawyers, right? And I think that they made the right decision for themselves, right? Fraternity isn't always the right decision for everyone, but I'd say about like half or even less than half the people that were part of the pre-law fraternity became attorneys.
Okay.
So I think decisions, it's personal, right? Whether it's right for that individual, but at least they have attorney friends no matter what. That full far down the road.
Yeah.
Something like, hey, I gotta, if I have like, how big is a fraternity nowadays?
We have around 200 active members.
Oh my!
It's
goodness.
insane. It's insane.
All right, so cool. Okay, well, hopefully you're friends with at least like 100 of them, right? So
Yeah.
you're gonna have at least like 50.
That community, yeah.
Yes, yeah. So it's cool, and then you gotta keep in touch, and then that's gonna build a relationship and kind of that bond. But yeah, so it's a real financial commitment, and I think it's a real commitment. 3 years out of your life, and then after that, like, what do you want to do? Like, what is your passion?
Yep.
Sit down and like at your core, like, what is it? So, like, what do you want to do? Everyone says I want to help people, but what does that mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So then helping people, you go to more than that. Like, in what way do you?
What does it mean to you personally to help others? What will it be fulfilling for you in your own life
Yeah.
afterward?
And where do you see it going? What kind of job can you get? And once you identify what kind of job you want, you have to actually do like more research on which law school do you need to go to get to that type of job, because not all jobs take from any law school. So some top tier jobs need top tier law schools, and they won't even consider your job, like your resume. So if you need and want to go to those schools, you need to take the time to get your best score in the LSAT, even if it takes 2-3 years. Like, that's the job that you want because that's your passion. Get to that law school, and you got to get the LSAT score. So take your time.
Okay.
Commitments.
Okay. Big commitments. Take your time. Make sure you know what you want to do with law afterwards. Main takeaways. Okay. Is there anything that you want to say about what your favorite part is about your job today?
100%. It's the team right now. Team is like super fun.
I agree.
Yeah. So the team is fun. And okay, so something I didn't mention earlier is like just building the business. I get to choose how this business will be.
Yeah.
I get to choose. You just see so many companies, so many corporations, just profits before people.
Yeah.
All the time, and like, to me, it makes me sick. Right? It's like, why, like, people can't go on vacation. You give them PTO just to deny their vacation request. Like, what is the point? Or you just, it's constantly taking advantage of people, and that's just not who I am. And I thought, hey, I can build a business and scale it, and at the same time take care of our clients and help our clients. At the same time, like, help the people that are part of the business, right? And I think it's super fun. I think it's super fun. And I don't think we did that little by little, but I think it's finally coming to a point, and I think this is year 7, where it's just more people, more fun. Yeah, it's just more people, it's just more fun, and I think we could, you know, have a positive impact on not only our clients' lives but our employees' lives.
I can attest to that.
Yeah. Not just financially, but also
Yeah.
career wise. Like what is your career? I want to know like what is the objective of every employee's career, and how can the business help get that person there, right? And I think that's kind of the where I'm enjoying a lot right now.
Yay. So outside
Oh,
of
that we're going to Universal this Friday.
yeah,
Yeah,
we're gonna have a lot of content
yeah.
from that.
It's gonna be a lot of fun.
It will be fun. Um, on top of that, do you think there's any mistakes or regrets or hard-earned lessons from either the business side pursuing law or something that you would want to tell yourself from like 10 years ago?
Yeah, I think I wish I started my business sooner.
Mm,
Yeah, I think it's just like just, but everyone's gonna go through it. It's this anxiety. It's this fear
yeah.
of failing, and I think we just need to and somehow put that aside and find somebody or something within yourself to just like, hey, just take that risk. It's going to be okay. It's going to work out. And the question I always ask is, what's the worst that could happen?
Mm,
What? That's if you start your own business, if it doesn't work out, what are you gonna do? You're just gonna go back and work for somebody else.
yeah.
Right? What's the worst that can happen? Right? If you every decision that you make in part of business, like what's the worst that could happen? Like just go back to how it was. Right? Just one of the biggest decisions that we made was last year of hiring our first attorney. Like that was the most expensive by far decision, and it was like I don't know what to do, and is it going to bankrupt the company? But I think it's one of the best decisions we ever made. Now, like Julie Chen is one of our best hires. She's a great person, great personality, and she has really pushed our firm to the next level.
Right.
And she's carrying the weight, and it's kind of scary. The expenses grow, right?
Yeah.
Like I think from growing up with parents, immigrant parents, right?
Yeah.
We never see this type of money. We never see these types of numbers. And then we're always talking about and thinking about safety, 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 safety.
Yeah.
So we're not trained to think risk and risk taking
Yeah.
and the benefits of that, right? We always just think it's safety. But I think just now in learning and hopefully I get talk to people like you in your age, and students and not just students at school, but students of life, right?
Yeah.
Like students of careers, whatever it may be, just to take that risk. You never know. It could be the best decision of your life.
All right. I think that's about all the questions that I have for you. But thank you for all your wisdom and your advice to the younger generation that we can learn from. And that was our very first episode of Win Nguyen Law Podcast. We'll be back with more.